everyone, and welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm Mary Trimble with your readings for October the 22nd through October the 28th. And what a time I've had. I haven't been here for 3 weeks, so thank you so much for coming back. If you're new, welcome. And I hope you stay around. I really hope you enjoy these readings. I've changed the format this week. So instead of doing one astrological report and putting it on everyone's video, I have tailored each astrological report for the particular sign. So it's all for you guys. You don't have to skip anything except this little intro here. So this is a general reading, guys. If you would like a personal reading, please click on this link here. Oops, I'm banging the mic. And, you know, you can support me on Patreon. Patreon is a place where creators can get support for as little as $1 a month. But, you know, of course, check me out. If you don't want to do that, that's totally fine. Please don't forget to like these videos and comment and share them on your social media to get them out and around and seen. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. And for those of you joining and coming back and have waited, thank you for your patience. Thank you for those wonderful messages and sentiments about my mum, because that's why I haven't posted in 3 weeks. I just got back from the UK on Monday. So thank you for that wonderful support and those beautiful messages. I mean, you really, you don't know how much you help me. So thank you, really, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. And so listen, guys, without further ado, let's go to your card, shall we? Hello, Virgo, and welcome to your reading for October the 22nd through October the 28th. And I have a really lovely view of the moon. I wish you could see it right through my window. It's getting dark. I started these readings a bit later than anticipated today because I had other things going on. But so let's go to your horoscope first. So this week you may have a tendency to overexert yourself, overextend yourself with helping others. So it's almost like you're deeply ensconced in saving others or doing things for others. And it's like you're burning the candle at both ends. So you may have the tendency to burn the candle at both ends, guys. What you really need to do is take care of yourself. Really be aware of your limitations and how far you can go. We can't help people unless we help ourselves, right? And you may be doing this because you know how you like to be busy, guys, and you may be doing this in avoidance of some feelings that you have for yourself. Burning the candles at both ends can make you ill. It has it has an impact on your body. So really be aware of your limitations. Don't overextend yourself. Don't say yes all the time. You know, learn to say no. And you know, in burning the candle at both ends, the impact could be on your health, but you may not be so focused into, you know, you could be accident prone. Let me put it that way. Kathleen, don't trip over. Look where you're going. My sister's so accident prone. I could tell you a million stories. Anyway, she's a tough cookie. She always survives. So you may be kind of feeling a bit restless and wanting to go on an adventure, perhaps plan. If you're not going on one, maybe you want to plan a trip. You want to go away. You're feeling like you need a vacation from your life, right? That's what's going on for you this week. And you know, you could be in your communication, you might be a little misconstrued. So be careful about how you speak to people and what you say. I mean, that goes for all of us this week, actually. It's a really, you know, the energy. We have I think it's 7 planets and fixed signs. So that's not much flexibility there. There's not, you know, it's like people, on the one hand, it's very good because there's a determination and there's tenacity there, you know. So that's really good. But on the other hand, there's like, I'm right and you're wrong, you know, and sticking the heels in. So we have to be aware of that, so that when we have that urge, we can perhaps be a little more flexible. So let's go to your cards, Virgo. And the first card out for you is the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is about kind of being in a daydream, about your past. This is about your childhood. You could be doing one of two things. You can be lamenting about your childhood and what was lacking in it, and you can be thinking about that too much, or you can be looking at your childhood or your past with rose-colored glasses. So, you know, I always think of when the Six of Cups comes in, and this is a very happy one. So maybe you're kind of looking at it with rose-colored glasses, whatever it is. It's almost like you're missing the past, right? And you've got the Page of Air, and in this deck, it means something else. It's asking you, or it's saying that you can, it's a curiosity about this issue, right? Or this dream, if you will, dreaming about the past. This is like having a curiosity and being able to kind of look at it in a different way, taking a different perspective on it, and perhaps saying, what will happen if I look at it in this light? So I just feel that this is about being open to seeing things in a different way. And I always say with this, it's like come into the present moment. It's very important to kind of come into the present moment. Now, the next card you have is the Judgment card. The Judgment card is that things are coming up for you. You see, look, you see all those kind of spirits coming up. It's like, I really feel that some things are coming up for you from the past that perhaps you don't want to deal with, and that's why you're getting very busy helping other people, because then you don't have to look at your own stuff, right? It's very easy to, you know, go out and do everything for everyone else, or be very, very busy, and then we don't have to look at our own stuff. So this is saying that you're being called, stuff is coming up for you, and clarifying it, you've got the Temptation card, right? So the temptation is, when this card comes up, it's saying there's too much emphasis on the material realm, and you need to look at what kind of addictive behavior is in your life, either with you or those around you. But I'm getting that you really kind of need to look at this stuff from the past with an honest look. It's not gonna, the fear of looking at this is much worse than actually looking at it, Virgo. And what you're being asked to do is to not hide those feelings with overeating, over drinking, gambling, whatever, addictive shopping, whatever's going to take you away from these feelings. These feelings are nothing to be afraid of. Actually, when you actually go in and you feel them and you look at things, and you can look at things from a different perspective. You can decide to look at it in the cold, hard, harsh light. You know, this full moon, things are coming up. A light is going to be shed on the shadows. This is a very important time for us to really embrace ourselves and accept ourselves, shadows and all. We all have shadow sides, darling. I know you'd never think it with me. Right, Kath? We all have shadow sides, darling. We've all got that, and we have to embrace it. You know, sometimes our shadow side is needed for us to get ahead. Sometimes we've got to put the law down. You know, we've got to stand up for ourselves, and we've got to do it. Sometimes, you know, what I'm saying is there is a place for that. shadow side. And look, no one can be all good. And no one is all bad either. I mean, you know, we see that in all the television, you know, characters. You know, they have to be, even the bad guys have to be somewhat likable, right? To succeed or to survive. And the reality is that there are a lot of bad guys out there portraying, you know, a good side to them. And sometimes there's a reason why they're like that. Anyway, I digress. What I'm saying is things are coming up for you. And it's not, you're not the only one. You're not the only one, Virgo. It's happening to all of us. Now, the next card is the Ten of Swords. Look, this is like feeling kind of betrayed. This is, look, when the Ten of Swords comes up, it is saying that the hard times are over now, right? This is a completion. And this is apropos with the full moon. The full moons are always about completion. So this is saying, look, darling, there's an end to this suffering. You don't have to suffer. You can look at this stuff and then you don't have to suffer anymore. You can let it go, because 10 is 1 and 0, right? 1 and 0 reduces down to 1, which is new beginnings. Clarifying this is the Four of Water. And the Four of Water is disappointment. Things have not turned out the way you wanted them to turn out. So when the Four of Water comes up, right, it's saying allow that disappointment to wash through you and just go. Let it come in and then release it. Let it wash right through you. Because look, disappointment is inevitable for all of us at some point. So something has not worked out, right, the way you really wanted it to work out. And so you're disappointed. Now you're going to be lamenting and perhaps distracted by that disappointment, right? You're focusing on it. But when the Four of Water comes in, it's saying just allow it to wash through you and just go, release it. You know, there are new beginnings here for you, Virgo. But in order to move forward, you've really got to look at some, whatever comes up for you, don't be afraid. Look at it, feel it. It's okay. You know, because if you don't, it manifests within your body, you know, or like being accident prone because, you know, you're stuffing these feelings down and you're not allowing them to come up. You're not feeling them. You're not allowing them to come up and out so that you can move forward. And stop falling over, Kathleen, right? Virgo, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you. Please don't forget to like this video, share it on your social media, comment, and I love comments, and subscribe if you haven't already. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week.